Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom review. Let's get right to it. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm gonna drive that cat, Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Movie talk for the movie world, guys. If you're new to the channel, if you just enjoy talking movies, be sure to subscribe, guys. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell notification. Let's talk movies. Angela, you know, this movie, sadly, I'm still wearing the shirt. I'm still supporting my boy Zack. This isn't a Zack Snyder cut. This isn't a Zack Snyder movie. I'm still supporting it. DC, the last of the DCEU, ladies and gentlemen, starring Jason Momoa, Patrick Wilson, Nicole Kidman. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom tells of a story of how Aquaman balances his duties as king and as a member of the Justice League, all while planning a wedding. Wow. Black Manta is on the hunt for Atlantean tech to help rebuild his armor. Orin plots to escape his Atlantean prison.
It's kind of strange that that's the synopsis because, you know, that Justice League isn't really mentioned in the movie, and they don't mention the wedding.
They're not in there. Yeah, let's spoiler alert, they're not in there. There's no cameo.
I feel like it was already married because he refers to Mira as his wife.
Yeah.
So that's kind of strange. But anyways, regardless, this is, you know, the sequel to the last film that came out. Sadly,
Aquaman.
Sadly it is the last, I guess, DCEU film.
DCEU, yeah.
Until we get Zack Snyder's films, right? Or no, James Gunn's.
James Gunn's, yeah.
Films, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious to see how fans are going to react to it. We've already seen the tomato score.
Yeah, currently it's 36%.
And
yeah.
I don't understand why.
Yeah.
You know,
Tell me why. What did you think?
You know, going into this film, I saw the score and I was like, oh no, it's going to be not that great. I kind of had a little bit low expectations because of it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, my hopes up. Because I love Jason Momoa. I loved him in the first one. I love Patrick Wilson, Nicole Kidman. They were all fantastic. It was fantastic. It was a great crew. So I really wanted to have that same energy, same momentum going into the second one.
Yeah.
And I was kind of a little disheartened that it had such a low score. But you know what? I don't get it. I was actually pleasantly surprised. This is such a fun film for, you know, I think a lot of people are going to enjoy it. I do think that we said this in our out-of-theater reaction. I think it's going to be very polarized. I think you're either going to really like it or you're not going to really like it.
Definitely.
And I'm really curious to see what y'all guys think. But I walked out happy. It was fun. I was entertained.
Yeah.
For what it is, you know, it's not a perfect film.
No.
We'll talk about some cons in a minute, but I think for what it was such a nice film. Yeah. And it was a lot better than I had hoped for.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to start off with the positives, guys. I'm going to bring on the filthy. Don't worry, it's coming. Don't worry. Positive notes. The brotherly love in here is so genuine. It's so good. Jason Momoa and Patrick Wilson do this phenomenal job of carrying you through the brotherhood of being half-brothers in this movie. It reminded me so much, personally. It reminded me, I mean, it's my stepbrother, but he's still my brother. It reminded me so much of me and my brother Frankie a lot. And, like, a lot of those joking moments. Also, there's a lot of good dad jokes in here that are just like cheesy, but that's the point. They're dad jokes. They're not meant to be these Excalibur joking scenes, and you know, and not neighbors comment. Not like too much adult humor here. You know, it's PG-13 rating. You know, so needless to say though, you know, the Jason Momoa in here, he carries throughout the film. There's a lot of genuine moments. I support Jason Momoa in so many films. I support him in this movie. I supported him a lot in his speeches that he gave in this film. There's a few scenes in here where he gives really okay speeches. There's a lot of moments in here also when Nicole Kidman gets the brothers together, which we did mention in the out-of-theater reaction. That was fantastic. Every time Nicole Kidman is on camera, I just cannot stop like getting excited. She has a presence on camera, so I thought she was very. Yeah. It was very good in that point being. One of the things I do want to notate, guys, is the fact is that Amber Heard. Everyone knows, you know, everybody knows the situation, everything that with the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. We're not gonna talk about that because this is a movie talk channel. We don't talk about stuff like that. We do have to mention it because this is gonna affect box office here. She is in the movie a lot more than I thought she would. Right, a lot more than we thought.
I would say I agree with that because.
But she probably has like 10 lines.
Right. So I think I said it in my reaction out of the theater. The way the story was written, how it went, it makes sense why she was in the movie a lot more than I initially thought.
Yeah.
Do I agree with it? No. But it is what it is, and you know, I will say the rest of the cast was great. Mm-hmm. But we do have to acknowledge she was in the film. a little bit more than the trailer let on. So.
Yeah, no, definitely. We also got Randall Park in here playing a new character, playing a doctor. And here's the thing. There's a lot of Randall Park moments in here it's all right. But shifting to the negative part. The dialogue in here is just terrible. Oh my God. There's a lot of moments in here where I'm just like, why? Why did you do this? Why, James? It's just astonishing me because there's certain moments in here where I'm like, this is the same director, James Wan. This is the guy that brought us The Conjuring verse. This is the guy that I love with The Conjuring 1. I'm just like, what? This is the same guy who's made these movies, Saw 1. Like, he has so much better dialogue when it comes down to, words. It felt like this was done very poorly in my point of opinion on certain dialogue moments in here. The villain in here is very cheesy. Black Manta. It went off a totally off the wall board that I did not agree with. Whatever. Needless to say, that actor is really good. It just felt like he the script that he was given, the story that it played out was not good in my point of opinion. It was a letdown.
I didn't like that they made him kind of go insane in a sense. I get. But see, they didn't
even show the insanity of it. I kind of felt like they were like, oh yeah, he's insane, but they didn't really touch up on the emotional grasp of it. They kind of did a little bit, but not really.
I mean, because they said he's basically possessed. It's not a spoiler. It's in the trailer. He finds this cursed trident,
the Lost Kingdom trident.
Yeah. So I mean, that's obviously influencing him. Mm-hmm. He's essentially possessed by the spirit.
Yeah.
I get it, but I didn't like the arc that he had. Yeah. The way how his character ended up, how all that went down. I wasn't a fan. Love the actor. He did great. He's done so many other great things. But again, I agree with you. I think it was just the way maybe like the script was, or I can't quite put my finger on it. But it just wasn't. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be.
Yeah, definitely. And then also, I do want to highlight as well. Was the fact is that this movie there's a lot of CGI in this film, no doubt, right? Just like Avatar and all that, there's a lot of CGI in here. Okay, so here, obviously, right? So usually from the first film, there's some CGI moments you're kind of like, why didn't they fix it? Regardless to say, there's gonna be moments like that. But usually when you go into a sequel, it's kind of like you think to get better. Avatar 1, a lot of CGI. Sure. Avatar 2 was just fantastic CGI. Again, that cost so much money, right? So much money to make that realism happen. I gotta say, man, the CGI in here was a letdown. It really was. It was a step backwards in a way to where, again, just talking about CGI, there's so many moments in here where like it looks very distorted and looks very pixelated in a lot of scenes here with Patrick Wilson, especially when he was fighting some creatures here and there. Same thing with Jason Momoa as well. One of the things I do want to highlight, though, going back to the positive note, right? Let's go back to the positive note. I really enjoy Jason Momoa's suits. I'm not gonna lie, that suit was really cool.
Yeah, right? I would say I liked his suit. I also really liked Patrick Wilson, like some of like once he's out of like the prison. Because again, not spoiler, we see it in the trailer. His garment, I think that's really cool.
Dude, Patrick Wilson was a beast. Sleek. His physical appearance was just fantastic.
He got in shape for this role. He prepared for this role. I gotta say, the costume designs are really great. I love Nicole Kidman's, her sleek suit, the white body.
It's the same, it's
the same. Yeah. Love it. Love her little crown.
The only thing I hate is, I'm on to because I know you said that you like the costume. I hate the costume of the villain. The villain henchman costumes are just so cringe, and I'm just like, why? Why did you do this? Like, what is going on here? We know you're bad. You don't need to wear this black dark suit that has these weird side button.
Leather with
it's I'm just like I'm just
which
like
we don't see in the trailer. We don't.
I mean, it's Austin Powers made fun of it so many times. I'm not like, dude, because we understand though, but that's the concept. It's comedy. That movie's comedy. And this movie wasn't. I mean, I guess it relies more on comedy in this film, I would say. But a lot of the dad jokes here. Jason Momoa is a really good father in this movie in a way to where like it portrays it very well. I like that a lot. I like how the narration was pretty good. It was all right. Definitely. And I gotta say though, all of them. I really did enjoy the chemistry between all the Atlanteans together as well. Even Amber Heard in there had some really okay scenes that I actually wasn't like.
And I will say, I'm not going to spoil it, but I will say, besides Amber Heard and Nicole Kidman, we do see some other familiar faces from the first one, which I hope you guys enjoy. Because I enjoyed seeing them back. Mm-hmm. They're great. They're not in the trailer.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys enjoy it because they were fantastic, right? Right away, I was like, I got excited a little bit.
Yeah.
But I will say overall, besides the CGI kind of was okay. It didn't bother me as much as it bothered you.
Yeah.
Besides from all that, and some moments that were like, overall, I think it was a well done.
Yeah.
Film.
Overall, yeah, definitely. Was this an entertaining movie? Yes, it was.
Absolutely.
I was. Granted, there are problems with this movie. There is. But I gotta say, the entertainment value we got out of this film, the entertainment brotherly love that we got out of Patrick and Jason and Nicole Kidman as being the mother of them, is just so good. It's so powerful, their performances. And I really did enjoy this a lot in so many ways. And I gotta say, but again though, I'm a huge fan of the first Aquaman movie. Now, is this better than the first one? No. This isn't better than... This movie makes me want to rewatch the first one because how good the first one was. But again, though, not a lot of people liked it. But get this. The first Aquaman movie is the first movie in the DCEU to pass $1 billion. Isn't that crazy? That was the first movie, the only movie too.
Fun fact.
The only movie to pass $1 billion worldwide.
I can see why though, because you kind of remastered.
I mean, there's gonna be
because I know you joke about it.
There's Momoa fans though too. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But I feel like they kind of made Aquaman cool. I know they not regarding the animated movies on HBO Max and stuff.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
Those adult animated films. Great. But I always feel like in pop culture they always make fun of Aquaman because they're like, oh, he just
just calls fish.
Yeah, he just calls fish. They make jokes.
On a seahorse.
I know, we watch Big Bang Theory. All the time they make fun of Aquaman.
Yeah.
But they made him cool in the first one, and I think it was such a phenomenon. That it was Jason Momoa. He looked awesome. He did great. Yeah. The film, they had a great cast. It did great, and so I can see why it made that much money. Now, do I think this will make as much money?
No. Nope. There's no way.
But I hope it makes close to it. I hope it makes close to, or at least breaks the budget. I hope it makes over that.
I don't think so. It sucks because this movie's projected to make, I think, 20-30 million right now. And it sucks because I don't know. I gotta look at the budget all over again, but we'll get into that specifics later after this movie comes out, after opening weekend and everything. We'll talk about more of that on the movie talk show. But it was just fun that we deserve to say yes, definitely is. Rating 1 out of 10, 10 be the highest. I'm just going to give this rating.
Oh, that's hard because I had fun. It wasn't a perfect movie. I agree with you. It had problems, but it was overall fun. And I would see it again. So I would say 7.5 for me.
Oh wow!
It's just high. Not everyone's gonna agree with it. I think you're either gonna really like it or you're not gonna like it at all.
Well, of course.
And I was more on I was entertained by it.
Yeah, being a huge fan of Patrick Wilson, of an actor, and I enjoyed the last Insidious movie that he directed as well, The Red Door. Not a lot of people liked it. I really enjoyed those special horror scenes that we got out of there, which I thought was very, very good and intuitive to the
directorial. It was his debut.
Yeah. So
too bad.
that's what I'm saying. I'm a huge Patrick Wilson fan. I am. I'm not gonna lie. Am I a Momoa fan? Yeah, I definitely am too. I gotta say I am. Not as much as the Rock fan, as far as the caliber and everything. But I'm a huge Nicole Kidman fan, and everything she does, I'm on board 110%. Even if she's a supporting role in here, more so she was in this movie, and I really did enjoy her. There also was another CGI moment that I was kind of Nicole Kidman look very pixelated, but again, that was just a water scene. Anyways,
I think a lot of the problems with the CGI were when they were in the water.
Which sucks because I'm all it was clear in the last. I mean, not everything was clear, but it was a little bit better in the last movie. But going back to my rating and everything, I'm gonna give it a solid 6.5, guys. 6.5 rating. I think that gives it justice enough because I gotta say because this is the last DCEU movie, the only DCEU movie I did not like out of here is got to be the Harley Quinn one. I didn't like it as much. It's my least favorite out of all the movies. That includes the
Birds of Prey.
The bird. The Notorious the Harley Quinn movie. That's my least favorite DCEU movie to date. Right. And I gotta say, but regardless, needless to say, this movie's definitely entertaining. Go check this movie out because it's still gonna leave you laughing. There's a lot of dad jokes. If you are a father, you're gonna be laughing your butt off because you're gonna be I say that joke. You're gonna be laughing at those special moments as well, even more so. And yeah, I gotta give it a chance, guys. I do recommend this movie from the Movie Talk Studios. We do recommend this film, guys. We do recommend it. I'm definitely gonna buy this movie because this is the last of the DCU. I know I'm Snyder. Yeah.
I am curious to see what James Gunn does with the universe.
I mean, there's no plans for Aquaman just yet. There's Superman Legacy gonna start us off in 2025. I'm excited for that. That's about to start filming in March. I'm excited for the the DC universe. I'm excited to see what James Gunn's gonna do. He's a fantastic director. He's taking on the helm of being the first movie to start his cinematic universe, the James Gunn universe.
I think as long as he's given a lot more creative control, I think.
Oh yeah, he's in charge of it. Yeah, he does. It's all in his park.
I have big expectations.
But it's very different because he has to be. Superman hasn't been funny, so it's gonna be definitely different because are you gonna put humor in there? That's the thing. Superman is not being. He's not funny. Again, this could break the boundaries though. This Superman Legacy could break the boundaries, but at the same time though, to see him do a serious movie could change everything.
But I feel like we've seen him do a serious movie. We saw him do Guardians 3, which while it was funny, it had humorous parts. It was definitely darker. A lot of the first two films, and also a lot of the other Marvel films. So I feel like if he could do that, I think he could do Superman just fine. The serious role, movies just fine. I think he's going to do fantastic.
Oh yeah,
I think
here.
This film, James Wan's film, was a great, like you say, great way to end this universe, wrap it up. And I can't wait to see what's next to come.
I know, I cannot wait. I can't wait for Superman Legacy. Oh my god, I cannot wait. I can't wait for another Superman movie. I can't wait because I've been. It sucks it's not Henry Cavill. It is what it is. I still want a Henry Cavill. There is no cameos. I still want a Henry Cavill or Ben Affleck to show up in this movie. That did not happen whatsoever. I'm all like, maybe it'll come up. Maybe it'll come out in the deleted scenes for this movie. You never know.
Or, maybe it'll be one of those extended...
Maybe they'll release it like a TV spot or something.
Yeah.
Boom, here you go, guys. I love those moments. I still enjoy them, but it is what it is. Whatever. I enjoy those cameos. James Gunn calls them cameo porn now. So, yeah, I still enjoy that cameo porn. But question is for you guys. What did you think of this movie? What did you think of this movie review? Thank you for talking movies with us. Thanks for stopping by. Put us the comments down below. Did you enjoy Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom? You kind of like, this movie sucked. Let's talk movies, guys. And as always, I am your host, Ryan D. Ignore Ryan680.
I'm Angela Bacalian.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Have a good one. Stay safe, San Antonio. Catch you later.